Hey guys, here's part 3 on how to balance out the pan axis for a 3-axis brushless gimbals. Be sure to watch part 1 and part 2 on how to balance out the tilt and the roll axis before you proceed to balance out the yaw axis. You always want to make sure that your tilt and your roll is balanced really well before you even balance out the pan axis. So first thing you want to do when you're balancing the pan axis. Right now my gimbal is off balance on the pan axis to show you guys exactly what happens when it's off balance. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure the camera right here, the horizontal adjustment is perfect. So right now when I move my camera up and I lean the gimbal to the side, you can see I fall towards that side. That means there's too much weight on this back side of this axis. Now, I'm going to loosen up your clamps depending on what gimbal you have. Once again, the gimbal in this video is a DYS Eagle Eye brushless gimbals. So depending on your gimbal, you want to make sure you find the right clamp for you to make that forward and backwards adjustment. So now I have too much weight in the back and you have to slide the camera forward, or this whole axis forward, to balance it out. And if it's the opposite, if it falls towards the camera side, that means it's too front heavy. So you have to take this axis, slide it back until it balances out. Once you have that done pretty well, whenever you lean it, it should stay right here in the center. It shouldn't fall towards the back and it shouldn't fall towards the front. So make sure you take your time. This part can take you anywhere from 1 minute to 20 minutes to do if you are doing this for the first time. So once you have the horizontal balance out, you want to proceed to the next step, which is the vertical balance. Look at the tube right here. When you're building it, you want to make sure that this tube is a perfect 90 with the handles and with here. So make sure it's a perfect angle. And sometimes it's very hard to see, so you have to make sure it's balanced out. And all of this can be due to your wiring. You have too much wiring on one side, that can also throw off the weight or the center of gravity to one side. So you can see here. Here's how you do it. You want to tilt your handles forward or backwards. See which way it falls. You see how it falls towards the right side. That means that this tube is skewed towards the right side, so it's giving more weight on one side. What you want to do is loosen up the clamps and rotate slightly 1 or 2 degrees to the left side, and keep on doing that and keep on adjusting until wherever you let it go, it should stay. If it falls towards the left side, that means you went too much. Fall towards the right side, that means you didn't go too much. So keep on doing it until you find that fine balance between where you go and you leave it, and it should stay there. And once you have that done, double check your side by side, your horizontal, and make sure it stays there. One of the most common thing that a lot of guys do is they balance out the horizontal but not the vertical. And the pan axis has all of this weight on this axle right here. So the more well balanced it is, the better it's going to perform, especially if you do a lot of running shots, you do a lot of movement and aggressive shots with your gimbal. The pan is the most critical, so do not miss any steps when you're balancing out the pan axis. And if you remember, watch part 1 and part 2 on how to balance out the tilt and the roll. And if you guys are still confused on how to balance out the pan axis, just feel free, message me or leave a comment on the comment box below. And I will make another video showing you guys exactly how to do it if you guys are still having problems on how to properly balance out the pan axis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 3-part series. Part 1 is it's a tilt axis. Part 2 is the roll adjustment. And part 3 is the pan. So once again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys found these 3-part videos somewhat useful for balance out your 3-axis gimbals. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, have a good one, guys, and thanks for watching.